Hello, how are you? I am jumping on to teach you guys how to go MMP and MMB and how the Smart Start works. I was just trying to look if I can invite people, but it's not going to let me. So I have it all set up so it's backwards, so I feel a little off, but you guys can read the board, so that's all that matters. I drew this out that's right here. Hey Morgan, can you invite some people? Because it's not letting me invite anybody. Can you just invite a couple of people? So I drew this out the other day to try to show somebody. Now I'm realizing there's a glare right here, so I'll try to avoid that area whenever I'm talking about it. But I drew this out the other day to show somebody how 2 blocks, I wonder if I can block that glare, how 2 blocks will complete an MMP chart. And I figured I would just leave that up there for a second for you guys to see that, for all the people jumping on the replay. And then I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. And then I'm going to teach you how the blocks work, why we building blocks, those types of things. I will try to avoid this area since there is that glare, but if I turn the light off, you won't be happy either. So, thanks Morgan. Okay, so here is, I'm like tempted to wait for a couple of more people to jump on, but I know the average person is going to catch the replay. So, hey Laura. Okay, so I'm just going to start drawing out the charts so that way that can make sense, or so that we can get that started. So, we are going to start with MMP, but we will go to MMB also, which might be a little bit crazier to draw. Okay, that's not too bad for the glare. I didn't realize that was there. Okay, so MMP. That's not that cute, is it? Let's see. It's hard when I'm like trying not to mess up the stuff I already drew. I should learn by now. I need to write before I go further down. Okay, so there is U at MMP. So the first thing I think is important. Hey Amy, hey Katie. So I think the first important thing to know is that these boxes right here are market partners. They are not VIPs. They are not customers. They're not retail or anything like that. These boxes are market partners. And if you are looking at the MMP, okay, again, we're backwards, so let me make things backwards. Oh man, my brain cannot comprehend this. Okay, so MMP is going to be right here. And if you have it written right there, it says 2 active lines, 300 PV, which I didn't write yet, and 1200 GV. 2 active lines, an active line is going to be 200. That equals an active line. And then over here, you're going to need 300 PV and also 1200 GV. So this, I'm basically taking all the information that's right there under Managing Market Partner, and I'm just drawing it. So I'm just putting it into a visual form right now. So this is all the information you guys already know. P.S. Everyone's going to ask me where I got this. It's just the comp plan. It's just laminated. That's all it is. So I just took it to Staples and had them laminate it. But it's just the comp plan, and you can get that in the back office. So, all right. So we are just going to use some random names. So this is you right here, right? Man, I'm trying to do this backwards thing. It does not work. Okay, so that's you. These are going to be the 2 market partners that you get on your team. And I'm going to show you how to go MMP, and then afterwards I'm going to show you again using the blocks. So it might be a bit an over explanation, but it's better than under, right? So, okay, so let's say you have Ashley and you have Amanda. Those are like the first 2 A names I could think of. Okay, so whenever someone joins with the $2.99 kit, with the $3.99 kit, with the $5.99 kit, they're going to get volume for that. The $2.99 kit at the very minimum, well, I mean, it is 200, so not at the very minimum. It's not like it changes. The 299 kit comes with 200 PV. So if you enroll these people this month, which this month is a killer month to enroll because of all of the perks, But if you enroll them and if Ashley and Amanda both signed up with a $299 kit or more, they're going to have 200 PV, which is fantastic because they're already going to go into this business being an active line, which I think we have such an advantage of having that, like people come in active. I think that's such an advantage that we have. So then over here, I mean, you could do this your first month and maybe you signed up with the $5.99 kit, so you already have the PV up there. I will not quote how much the kits have. So if someone knows what the kits have, the PV, my brain always messes them up because I remembered them and then they changed them and I never relearned them after that. So if you know what the kit like dollar amount is for the PV, throw it in the comments and I'll be able to reference it, but then everyone else can too. So, even if you are just signing up this month, that could be you right there. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It's not like you have to be in this a long time. You can, okay, so for the $299 kit, it's 200. For the $399 kit, it's 300. So if you sign up with the $399 kit, you'd have 300 already. And then the $599 kit is 450. Thank you, Katie. My brain, I try to remember that. It just doesn't. So let's say right here, you signed up with the $399 kit. So that is a check right there. Right here, $299 kit. That equals 200. So that's a check. Same here, $299 kit. That's a check. So right there, you're trying to get to 1200 GV, and I'm aware that you probably don't know what GV is. So GV is group volume. So that's going to be all of the volume that's underneath you for now. Once you get higher, it changes a bit, but just worry about group volume right now. That's going to be all of your market partners, all of your, sorry, I'm like side kind of, I can't figure out which way to go because it's backwards. So it's going to be all your market partners. It's going to be all of your personal orders, all of their personal orders. So basically your PV is anything personal under you. Your personal orders, your retail orders, your VIP orders. Those are going to be your PV. Your GV is everyone's PV in your downline. That's the easiest way to explain it. So they have 200 PV, that goes into your GV. Hopefully I didn't just lose anyone there with that because my brain wasn't ready to explain that one. So let's say you're working on getting 1200 because right now you have Amanda there, you have Ashley there, that's checked off, your PV's checked off. The only thing missing right now is your GV. So you need 1200 GV. So 1200 minus this 300, minus this 200, minus this 200 is going to be 500, 600, 700, 500. You need 500 more outside of that. And that's all just kits. That has no customers involved yet. That's absolutely insane. So the 500, you could enroll. So every customer, every VIP that you get is going to be 100 PV at the very least. So if they order over $84 as a VIP, say they order like $95 as a VIP, you're going to get more PV for that. So unless it's retail, whenever it's retail, it's dollar for dollar. PV equals $1. But whenever it's VIP, we're actually going to get more PV for the amount than the amount that they spend. So not to be confusing, but it's easy to just look at VIPs as 100 because at the minimum, that's what they're going to be. So you say you get a VIP, say you complete a block, which is 4 VIPs, which I'm going to show you in a second. But say you got 4 VIPs, that equals 400 PV. So we'll take this down here. 500 minus 400 that you just got from up there, the PV, you only need 100 more to be MMP. That's all you need is 100 more. So you could get one more VIP. Amanda or Ashley could get a VIP. If you had a third market partner over here that's just not shown because it's not required for this rank, that could be more volume. So let's just say Ashley got a VIP also. So there you go. Now you have 0 left. You hit 1200, check off 1200. You are MMP. Let me look at the timing. Okay, that was 9 minutes. I didn't know if I rushed through that or not, but I don't think I did. Let me find that cap that I dropped. Okay, so that's MMP. Give me some hearts and like thumbs or whatever if that makes sense to you. I hope it does. I'm a visual person, so sometimes I get over visual. So hopefully that if you're watching it along, if you looked at this right now, you might be like, what the heck did she just do? But if you watched it along the way, it might make sense. Okay, cool. I've got some hearts. So people are getting it. I'm going to show you going MMP using blocks, which is almost exactly what I just did, but I think that it will help. I'm going to show you guys Smart Start first in the first place before I do blocks. So Smart Start is going to be whenever you sign up, you have the first month that you sign up in. So it could be the 30th, it could be the 1st, it doesn't matter. Whatever that month is, that's the month you signed up in. And then you're going to get 2 more months after that. So if you're signing up in January, you have until the end of March, which I believe is the 30th, 31st, whatever it is, March 30th or 31st, whatever it is. That's when you have, if you signed up in January. So January 2018 enrollment equals Smart Start through 3, is it the 30? Let's say 31, just to be safe. Okay, so here we go. Smart Start, the grand scheme of things, which I'm going to break it down how you get paid. The grand scheme of things is going to be 12 VIPs, 3 market partners. That is how you complete an entire My Neighborhood. So you've heard it Smart Start, you've heard it My Neighborhood, you've heard blocks. I'm going to show all of that. So Smart Start is basically the bonus structures title. And if you don't know what it is, it's the purple section on the comp plan. So look at that. All right, so we want 12 VIPs total plus 3 market partners. That equals a full My Neighborhood. We'll do like some algebra here. A My Neighborhood equals 3 blocks. So block 1, 4 VIPs, 1 MP. Okay, that's block. They're all the same. Block 1, block 2, 4 VIPs, 1 MP. I'm going to show you the money in the first one. 4 VIPs, 1 MP. Okay, so the breakdown of this, every 4 VIPs, sure, you're going to get commission, you're going to get all of that. 31 days in January. How many in March though? Actually know that because I think Justin Timberlake's birthday is on the 31st, and that's how I know that. Oh God, I shouldn't have admitted that. Okay, so that's like teenage me's memories. Okay, so 4 VIPs, you're going to get commission, of course, and then you're also going to get a $60 bonus. So that doesn't count the commission. That's a bonus. And then for the market partner, depending on the kit you're going to get anywhere from 100 to 220 bonus. So if someone gets the $299 kit, you're going to get 100. Okay, thanks, Ashley. Oh, shoot. If someone gets the $299 kit, you're going to get a $100 bonus. If someone gets the $399 kit, you get $120. If someone gets the $599 kit, you get $220 in bonuses. So there's that. So you know how I don't know if you've heard us say, how new you are, but if you've heard us say you get bonuses for getting bonuses, this is where this comes from. Because if you get both of these bonuses right here, those two together, you get, I guess it should be equals. If you get both of those, you're going to get a block bonus. And so if you're following right here, it says $60 for every 4 new MPs. And then the block bonus is right here. So it's $150 for the block bonus. I'm not going to go over this part though. So you get $150 for that. So then if you do that, you get all of that. So that's 60 plus, let's just say 100 for easier numbers to add. 60 plus 100 plus 150, is that 310? So that's 310 every single block. So you're going to get 310 here, 310 here, which is just that added up to be that, right? I'm just duplicating it, making it a little bit faster for you. Okay, so if you get that 310 at the minimum 3 times, that is a My Neighborhood. So 3 blocks, like right here, My Neighborhood equals 3 blocks. Block 1, block 2, block 3. 3 blocks equals a My Neighborhood, and you get a $500 bonus for that. So you're going to get 310 3 times plus the $500 bonus. So that's pretty amazing. So you get the 60 bonus, that. Okay, perfect. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys how the Smart Start pays out. Now I'm going to show you, go back to the MP because I've taught you both of those parts. So now we're going to go back to MMP with the blocks, okay? So we're going to write it over here. Block 1, block 2, oh, if you guys don't know, VIP is like the loyalty program that we have for our customers. MP is market partner. So if you're wondering where I'm getting these terms. All right, so now let me go over. I don't want this to be too long, but I think the MMB part might get a little longer. Okay, so we're gonna draw an MMP chart again. You. All right, so that's you at the top. Then you have 2 people here, 2 people here. So let's check this out. You need 200, 200. You're gonna need 300 PV and 1200 GV, right? Okay, so we are going to act like you did not sign up this month, so you personally do not have any volume, okay? That is where we are going to go, hey, Christy, I saw you tried to tag someone, but I think you have to wait until it's over for it to show, unless it shows up afterwards, but it's not showing up right now. Okay, so here is how a block can build the MMP, or MMP. So first of all, block 1, there's your first MP. So we're just going to say block 1 MP. And then block 2, actually, we'll just finish block 1. So you're going to finish your block. So you're going out to make 310 on this block, right? So you get your first MP from there. Then you're going to get your 4M, and so this is not in your downline. This is your personal work, these blocks. This is not like, oh, I signed up block 1 MP and she got 8 customers. No, that's her personal neighborhood. So this is all your personal work, just so you know. So these VIPs, we always assume a VIP is 100, like we talked about in the beginning. So if you are just tuning in, make sure you watch the full thing. A VIP is always going to be a minimum 100. So it could be more, it could be, can't be less. So VIP 1A, VIP 1B, VIP 1C, VIP 1D. Let's say block 1, A, B, C, D. Okay, you guys follow that? So right here, this equals 400 PV. You only need 300, so guess what? You can do a big check mark right there. And then over here, she signed up with a kit, of course, because if it's going to count towards the Smart Start, you need to have it as a product pack MP. She signed up with a $2.99 kit, so she gets a check. So that's already done. Your PV is already done, but we still have that GV. So we have 400 and 200. So you're halfway there right now, okay? So then you're like, okay, I'm a badass. I just completed a block. I just made $310. I'm going to make even more. So let's do this. I'm going to do another block. So you get this MP right here. Block 2 MP. Like writing's so messy, but hopefully it works. I guess I could write bigger for you guys. So that MP is like going right there, right? So then these VIPs, we'll say this is A, B, C, D. You're getting all of those because, again, this is you. So you're just going to be a badass and you're just going to enroll all of this, which it's 100% doable. So just so you know. Okay, so then we're going to add VIP, 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 VIP. These are all yours. So then we have 2A, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D. That equals up to be another 400 PV. If I didn't have something between me and the wall, I feel like I'd be able to write nicer. I probably should rearrange this. Okay, so that's another 400 PV. So that's 400 right there, 400 right there. So let's do this. 400 plus 400. That means you have 800 PV. 800 PV. That's awesome. And this, I'm just trying to show you that you can build yourself to MMP and up to MMB. Like, you can build yourself. You don't need your team to start promoting yet. So you guys can handle it 100% on your own. So all of those blocks equal that. So you've already outdone yourself because you have 800 out of 300 needed. But what we're working on right here is that 1200, because look, that has a check mark, so that's done, that's done. Only thing missing is that 1200 GV right now. So you have 800 PV minus this 200 minus this 200. Oh wait, plus 800, 1000, 1200. That's 1200 GV. You are MMP by completing 2 blocks. That's pretty incredible. And the awesome thing is that they're actually teaching us how to, if this makes sense, give me some hearts and likes and stuff. The awesome thing is that we are learning how to build a sustainable business, because if you had like 55 people across your top and no customers and no one had any customers, that would get you nowhere. So you cannot build a business just out of market partners. You need to keep that balance. So they're teaching us that the balance is 4 VIPs for every 1 MP. And so that is a block. So even afterwards, you should make sure you continue to build this way, because it will bring you and build you a sustainable business. So thanks, Christy and Hannah. I'm glad you guys are getting it, because sometimes I worry about the way my brain works. I'm like, I don't know if anyone else's brain works this way. Okay, so you guys get MMP, showed you different ways on how to get there. I'm going to show you MMB really quick. And yes, it's really quick, because I am a firm believer that if you can go MMP, which is what we were just drawing, you can go MMB. And because there's 2 MMPs in MMB. So I am also a firm believer if you can go MMB, you can get to the top of this company. So if you can go MMP, you can get to the top of the company in the long run, right? With the way I just said that. All right, so let's do MMB. So your requirements are going to be 500 PV, 7,000 GV. I'm not going to show you all the 7,000. I'll give you some tips though. Where I'm getting this from is just straight from the comp plan. So you guys have all the same tools I have right here. Oh, right here is MMB. So you have 4 active lines. So we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 active lines. What's an active line? An active line has at least 200 in volume. But if you look, it's also 2 MMPs. So we're just going to have this one have 200, but then we're going to make this one MMP, this one MMP. Doesn't matter which one. I'm just trying to avoid the glare that's over here, and I know I'm going to go out further, so that's why I did those ones. But like, a lot of people think like, oh, you wrote the MMP on the wrong side. It's like, it doesn't matter where it is. It's just, you're just putting it on paper. So, all right, MMB is 2 MMPs, right? So we have 500, which we wrote, 4 active lines, which we have. They're all going to be active, at least 200, even when your SED, you were active. 2 MMPs, which we haven't finished drawing, 7,000 GV. So I just need to finish drawing these 2. Okay, so I'm not going to get too in-depth with this because it's literally the same thing. If you're just hopping on and you want a pretty in-depth training, wait for the replay. I'll probably be done in the next 5 minutes. So these are like your people. So these are your personally enrolled, and this line is your personally enrolled. So you're going to help 2 people hit MMP. And when we say help, it's like jump on calls for them. Help them chart out, because now you understand how it works. Show them this is what an MMP looks like, and this is how you can do it with 2 blocks. And so when I'm saying helping, I'm not talking placing, because I know a lot of us have come from companies that do place. We do not place over here. We build wide, and we build strong because we build wide. So I'm not going to reteach you how to do MMP. You guys just saw that multiple times. So this person's going to go MMP. This person's going to go MMP. And if you have 2 active lines, there you go. That is how you hit MMB. You're going to get a $500 bonus. This month you get even more if you're watching this January 2018. And your 500 PV, if you're working on those blocks and you've enrolled 4 people, I'm sure you've enrolled 5 customers and you're completing those blocks. And if you are capable of completing a block, or not capable, but if you are following what I said earlier of completing the blocks and creating that, you'd have 800 GB if you only completed 2, you know what I mean? And then you just need these extra people, which you do have to enroll. So there's that. But this is what MMB looks like. We have charts in the files tabs. If you guys have questions, throw them at me, because I'm not going to go too in depth into this because it's just going to be super redundant from what I did before. But the 7,000, I think, slows a lot of people down. But I think a lot of people don't realize, like, this MMP could be a lot farther. It could be, they could be AMB, they could be MB, they could be also going for MMB also. So that would help you so much, because a lot of the volume will count, like all the volume from them will count towards that also. But I think because we do get volume with our kits, the kits, hey Francis, hey Tiffany, the kits are where you're going to get a lot of volume for your GV, for MMB, and also encouraging your other people to be running with you will just help have a massive amount of volume. Because I have MMBs on my team that have like massive volume. I'm not even gonna like say it because I don't want like anyone to overthink it or anything, but people have massive volume, and so it could be because you have a lot of people on your team going for the same goals. So if this person, say this person was AMM and you needed an MMP, you can just check that right off. It doesn't even matter if you've been passed, it doesn't matter anything. You can still use them towards your promotions, and then that's just less work. You're like, okay, I already got that one. I don't even have to worry about that. I just have to worry about one more. So, yeah, so 7,000, push those $5.99 kits, because of course, like we said earlier, I already forget, what was it? It is 450 GV. So with your team enrolling as a whole, it's all going to go up. So that's what MMB looks like. All of the other ranks are comprised of, I don't know if that's the right way to say that, MMPs and MMBs and all of that. So if you understand this, you can understand all of the bigger charts, because like MM is 2 of these. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool how they all kind of connect, and you can just see them as they progress. But I would, if I were you, I would make sure you understand this purple section of right here, and then also follow these, because these are going to, you're going to be able to see like, okay, for me to promote one more time, I just have to enroll one more person than I did last time, have one more active line, and then my volume needs to go up. But if I complete a block, that's going to go up. If I'm teaching my team to complete blocks, that's going to be like MMB volume. You know what I mean? So if you look and see how small of a progression each rank is from the one prior, I really like that. And that, whenever I first started, was like what helped my brain understand it so much. I'm like, look at how like it's just one more active line. This one's no more active lines, but one more person helping them go MMP, you know? So focus on those little promotions and helping your team get there, because this is one big team effort. And if you are working closely with your team, it's all going to pay off. So make sure everyone knows where they're going. Print out charts. I don't know if I have paper charts printed anywhere, but it looks just like that, but nicer. Print them out at the beginning of the month. Print out one for your team. Send them a picture of it. Show them where it's at. Like, hey, I printed this chart out for you. You're going to go MMP this month? I'm going to help you do it. This is how you do it. And then tag them in this video. Other than that, if you guys are not asking questions, I'm going to assume it all makes sense. If you have questions if you watch the replay or something, just come back and throw them in here, and I will try to answer them. So hope that helped. You guys really push for, like, you guys can go MMB like quickly. Push to go MMB fast. Push to go MMP as fast as you possibly can, and then push to go MMB even faster, because you're teaching your team to do it with you. So hopefully that helps. I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for watching.